Alabama with a convincing victory over LSU. Well, at least they covered the spread. We're going to talk about that on Last Call. Mick Gillispie, and guess who's going to be on the show today? No, it's not a special guest. It's my co-host, this guy. All right, there he is, Jake Coker. He's over there working, double dipping, as they say in the business. I'm Mick Gillispie. We are brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. The Azaleas, the Oaks, two amazing golf courses that would be great to play every day but today because it is freezing cold outside. I mean, I'm not liking this one day of cold weather, but by Friday you could be back out there and it'd be great. Actually, let's say by Wednesday it's going to warm up. We'll be there next week, by the way. But how you doing?
Man, doing good. Coming off a big time win. Gotta love it. Love that there's so many LSU fans out there thinking that we were falling into the trap they've been in for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess they played decently well over, I guess it's at times under Brian Kelly, but you definitely didn't see the elevation this year, obviously. It's the reason they're sitting there with the coach.
They didn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, the Matt Moscona's been having to wear it on his chin lately, and I got to tell you, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying
it. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. Hey, have you? I just need to mute this because we used to talk about how we thought we might get fired. If I just said what I was going to say,
it'd be a done deal.
I don't know what, it's you do this and it's like sometimes you just get out here and goof off, right? And and then the things that are said, like I hung out at LT's house this weekend. We watched the games on Saturday, and it just it's like a club in there, Club LT. Now it was pretty tame, but we goofed off a lot. But I got a question for you. Totally.
Is that shocking? Since meeting LT, I feel like if you walked into his house, it'd just be 100% man cave.
The basement is. He was telling me stories of football weekends past and how things are kind of mellow now, right? Like he had a beer Olympics one time, and so people would just show up here, know who they were, and hang out, or but it was pretty tame. We'll say that. Now I want to ask you a question because this popped into my head. I know a lot of you guys are like, where are we going here? We're going a lot of places today, but when we open the show, I thought you were going to say, what you know good. And I'm wondering if you have ever heard that term before, right? When somebody's like, what you know good, boy?
Yeah, I've heard that term, yes.
Have you ever used that before?
No, I have not.
Oh, come on, man. When you're out there like on a hunting camp and, all your friends come that can grow beards and you're out there. You guys got to look like you're on like a wild game hunting trip in Colorado. You're telling me it's never slipped out of your mouth?
Not my mouth. No.
Hey, Bubba, what you know good?
I mean, it may have slipped out once, but it was not. I mean, it's not something I like to use frequently or if at all.
I think it reminds me of my grandfather used to always go, what do you say, boy? And I use it I say it all the time just because I heard it so many times. Every time they answered the phone, any of the Gillespies would be like, you'd call up, even like as a little kid, like, hey, Pop, like, what do you say, boy? So I think that's kind of like the same thing.
I feel like if you use what you know good frequently, then like the measuring stick to qualify to say that is like, kill a hog, gator, and a rattlesnake with your bare hands.
Yeah, right.
Like you can't just roll up and say that without some kind of credential.
Is that what is that your favorite like Southern hello? What you know good? And is that Alabama or some of you guys in Georgia in Mississippi. Do you guys use that one too? Is there some Tennessee people that work that in? I could see Arkansas doing it.
Arkansas, yeah, Arkansas. I could see the Delta in Mississippi too.
Hey, after going to Steve Azar's Delta Blues golf tournament, I could see a lot of what you know, good boys going on up there.
The gumbo master at the Louisiana Bayou saying that to everybody who shows up. I can see that.
You guys tell me what your favorite greeting is. Let's talk about some football. Did anybody stay this long? And you know what else? We got this right here. We're going to unbox a gift. Look at that green turtle. Remember I told you about the green turtle humping shirt?
Yeah, I'm sure you've already taken
one
all
of the turtles. That's the
turtle. I know what you've done.
That's the turtle that was conceived by that shirt. Because at this point, it's been so long now. It's, since I was at Ocean City, Maryland as a high school kid. It's a grown-up turtle. All right. I know. We're going to lose everybody here early.
Yeah, we are.
I'm so sorry, guys. I've had back pain. It's been hard to get out of bed. It's the first day that I've actually been able to walk and not feel like somebody was holding me down. All right, let's talk about this 20-9 Alabama win over LSU. I'm going to give you my thoughts and you give me yours. I think people are being too hard on Alabama if they don't appreciate a win. This is a win that was going to be tough. LSU's got good players. I know that their program is a dumpster fire right now. Okay? It is. They made a mistake firing Brian Kelly. It was hilarious watching them with the keep getting those clock violations. and
back
look,
to back.
Oh, I know. Because they've got a lot of things going on and they don't have a head coach, right? Yeah. They benched their quarterback. The other guy came in running around, but he couldn't get in the end zone. We made some mistakes. We didn't play our best game. But this team knows how to win. And I feel like Coach Saban after the Arkansas 14-13 game where it's like, listen, appreciate the fact that these guys are busting their ass. They're fighting damn hard out there, and they're finding a way to win. If LSU would have scored 21, we would have scored 22. They were not going to beat us. And winning is the name of the game. It's like I've told you this before, and I'll tell you guys this. Got to spend some time around Greg Maddux. I remember something that he said. Yeah, the Hall of Fame pitcher, the guy that won more Gold Gloves than anybody else. He said, if they gave up 5, I knew that I could give up 4. If they gave up 2, I could give up 1. And the guy won 350-plus games. That's what matters. What we want from this team is a national championship and an SEC championship. And the way you do that is you win games.
Well,
so they didn't run. They missed some passes, but I still think they played a really good game.
Well, to me, I mean, this is kind of the whole dynamic for Alabama has changed this year. Now we're in that conversation, right? I mean, say we had dropped another game. We aren't looking as talented as we look right now. I mean, I think the criticisms are valid right now because I think everybody's kind of starting to realize what our ceiling is. And our ceiling is a national championship. I mean, we can do that from a talent perspective. I'm really some of these key plays we make are just unbelievable. And I think I mentioned this in the last show, or maybe it was on a tailgate show. Sometimes I think we get into our own head, and you see us with 52 seconds left, call 2 plays, line up, run it. I mean, Latsier Brooks makes a hell of a catch. Whatever it was, 55-yard reception. Ty makes a perfect throw. Latsier Brooks has his landmark perfect, split safeties, and makes that catch. Next play, defense is on their toes. You can't really tell if they're bluffing zero or just trying to get to some one high look. It looks like Ty's retreating, expecting 0, and they ended up rushing 5, and he finds Ryan Williams for a touchdown. Just playing quick, not thinking too much, and that's when we're at our best.
Yeah.
But and look, I know we like to dominate the clock, and the reason for these comments is because I think we are so good and we have the potential. If we had a run game, man, if we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot in the run game, creating negative plays, I mean, we would beat teams by 40 points week in, week out.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say, I've always said it. I mean, you want to be able to consistently run the ball more than you want to be able to consistently throw the ball. I mean,
oh, wait, I thought you always said, let's roll in the tunnel.
All right, screw my point.
No, just keep going. I'm sorry. You're making a great point. I'm just kidding, dude. I saw you on your commercial say that.
No, but I mean, look, one of these
Seriously,
games.
I get you, man. Keep going.
No, one of these games is going to, we play South Carolina. We're not very consistent. We find a way to win, but at some point it's going to happen against, a more quality team. I mean, it happened against LSU. They're very talented, just like you said. Coaching upheaval. It's not very organized. I mean, there's too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. It's just crazy out there. And LSU's got the potential to beat whoever they want to beat, if everything was together. But you got to be able to run the ball throughout. To me, the scary part is you get to SEC championship and playoff play.
Right.
Between the SEC championship and the playoff, you're going to have one of those down games. And the only way to me, get out of a slump from a football perspective is to be able to just put your head down and run the ball. Yeah. You got to get through that. There's too many factors that play into playing a throw-heavy offense. I mean, between seeing the look that you think you're going to get, the receivers running the right routes, accurate ball. I mean, protection. There's so many moving parts, and I mean, look, there's a lot of moving parts in the run game as well. Everybody's got to do their end of the, do their job. You can't have a lot of penetration, which is what happens to us every drive. I mean, there's one play that's 5-6 yard loss, just drive killers. But you got to figure out a way to be physical and at least minimize the damage on those run plays.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the run game a little bit. I've talked to Mike Johnson about this on a show. Obviously.
What did Mike Johnson have to say? Because
he's curious. Yeah, and you guys can see that on the Bama Tailgate channel. I put that out today too. Mike felt like he didn't really feel like it's the offensive line. It's more the style of offense that this coaching staff plays. Like, he went back and looked at the numbers when they were at Washington and got to the national championship game, and they were like in the 100 somethings and run.
Yeah.
And he feels like I think he feels like the offensive line is not bad. I mean, I didn't get that vibe from him at all. I mean, I think they'd like to get more out of the run, but this is their style. And then I said, and my feelings on it, I'm not as concerned as I was at the beginning of the year. I would love to see Jam Miller. I'd love to see Daniel Hill crash the line and break tackles and all of a sudden start finding gaping holes. And if that happens, and that may be when that does start happening, that may be the switch where we just start kicking the shit out of everybody, because I feel like we're right at that point. We're getting better every week. And when that clicks, but we're not there yet, but we do a lot of misdirections where we set up screens that are almost like run plays. In my opinion, you seem to agree with me on this. So even though we don't run the ball effectively, we do a lot of other things that are run related that may not go down as runs, but that are kind of part of the way that we're attacking the run. Hey, we want to have, a great matchup on this place. We're going to run a screen that direction, or some of the sweeps that we do. I said to him, it's kind of like, I feel like Wilkin Formby misses a block or two a game, makes some mistakes there, but I think we all like him because he's such a good dude. And, But I mean, they're the weakest unit. To my opinion, this isn't Mike's opinion. My opinion is they're the weakest unit on the team.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got
with all of the other stuff I just
yeah,
all the positive. But guess what?
Well,
you guys
no, yeah, I mean, you're looking at a receiving core that, my gosh, look how deep they are. I mean,
yeah.
Isaiah Horton, another guy, made some unbelievable catches. Didn't have the yards that a lot of the other guys had, or the key plays. I mean, that one fade that he caught was one of the best catches I've seen all year. The strength to catch that ball, come down with it inbounds, maintain possession. The one that the DB stole away from him when they were out of bounds, laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Latsier Brooks he's going to be unbelievable.
I love him.
Come in and play as aggressively as he does. And then obviously you got Jeremy Bedard and Ryan Williams. Ryan makes that great catch in the end zone. Starting to see him come into form the way we all expected. And Jeremy Bedard's there every week. Been like that for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Let me just talk about these guys individually too, as you kind of pop this conversation piece. First off, Ryan Williams, to me, the ups and downs and everything else that go with it. He's supposed to be a freshman. He's a sophomore. I feel like there's a learning curve here in some of the things that he's doing or not doing, but he is special, man. I mean, the guy is just special. I mean, just amazing ability. Amazing. Yep. Still.
He's unbelievable. He's unreal. That that catch, he makes it look easy, but
in the end
getting that kind of elevation, taking that impact, hitting the ground, holding on to the ball, and hitting his landmark, being where he needs to be, making himself open. And then the throw, Ty just retreating and slinging that ball. Then there was another one. Ty hits, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jeremy Bernard. Hits that over route, man. Play action, steps up in the pocket. They showed the rear angle of it and just showed people what kind of anticipation that takes. Not only throwing it firm, Jimbo used to call it firm with air, throwing it over two backers in front of a safety, hard enough to get there before the safety gets to him and just cleans him out. That kind of rhythm and being on the same page, you don't have that kind of organization without really, really good coaching. And to get to Mike's point, I can see that. I mean, when I was at Alabama, the emphasis was the run game, obviously. I mean, we repped that over and over and over again. And, these guys, they throw the ball and run it to get guys open, and find creative ways to get guys in space in the run game too. How many times you see Jeremy Bernard get the ball out of the backfield?
Yeah.
And so maybe it's one of those things they don't have the team runs we used to have, and they don't rep it quite as much as we did, and that's fine because you're more efficient throwing the ball than I've really probably ever seen at Alabama. And you can say, Bryce Young and Mack and all that, but this is different. I mean, you can watch this team and the schemes are different. The way we get guys open is different. It's just not your typical way. And it's very fun to watch for me, but I am a little concerned. 56 yards, your leading rusher. 21 yards of rushing. That's a little alarming. And again, when I say that from a place of, you're not talking about a team that's going to be fighting for a playoff spot. Most likely, you're talking about a team that's in the top four and is really going to make a run at the national championship. That's the kind of expectation they've set for themselves by the way they've played this year.
Right. Well, what do you do about it?
I don't know. Rep it more, I guess. Shit.
Right.
It's all about leverage and numbers and getting the right looks and running into the right defense. But at the end of the day, numbers and everything, and numbers and leverage only take you as far as your offensive line blocks for you. And to me, it's just, man, the amount of negative play drive killers is just it's hard to it's hard to overlook. this is the first game that I remember where we didn't dominate the time of possession.
Yeah.
LSU actually had the ball longer than us.
Right.
And so, I mean, it's not like we were dominantly consistent like we have been throughout the year.
Yeah.
Again, you find a way to win, and I think it's good that, obviously our program top to bottom is in much better shape than LSU's. And you watch that with LSU and all the delay of game penalties or the timeouts. Just, you're benching Nussmeier. It's just, it ain't pretty. The defense played great. Nakai Hill-Green is a guy to me that's really starting to stand out. Bray Hubbard's always there.
He had a great game. Looked like he his favorite player is my favorite player, Ray Lewis, and he had a couple really big hits. Didn't he force the fumble too? Yeah. A good game for him. I love the intensity that guy brought to the game.
Punched the ball out, recovered the ball on top of that. Then we miss a field goal, of course. Don't take advantage. That's one thing, man. You got to take advantage of those. Get the ball inside the 25, or at least I felt like it was.
I was on Connor Talty on the post-game show. I just don't. I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. He kicked a good long field goal. You can't miss the ones under the damn post like that. Like I know the snap was high. Just kick it through. Kick it with your other foot. He's got to get his shit together. And I'll tell you what, I loved watching his coach get on him on the sideline. He's got the ability. He's got the ability to be a great kicker. It's just time to be a great kicker, because if it comes down to this guy, I'm not confident he's going to make it. That South Carolina game, I'm going, please don't let that guy kick the ball. It's not as bad as it's been in the past. I've been around a long time. I've seen some bad kickers, okay? I mean, trust me. I'm going to pull this up again for all you guys that don't believe me. That's me and Dennis Franchione. I keep this up here just to remind you that I am the OG on this channel. And I've seen some bad kickers. He's not in the worst category, but he's got to make those kicks. You know what? Inside 40, I expect you to make it, Connor.
Well, hey, he came back and redeemed himself.
Look at you, always Mr. Positive.
Yeah, the worst thing though is seeing a guy after a miss start shanking it and just spraying balls all over the place.
Yeah,
it's like when you get the yips in golf and you can't.
Yeah, right.
You can't chip anything.
Oh yeah, I got a friend named Shank, and then they wonder like, what is it? Is that a prison knife? Is that a ham bone? Look. Either one of those are fine. But if your nickname is Shank because you miss kicks, that's not a good thing.
When I met Shank, and I found out what his nickname was, and we were like 17. I was like, man, it's awfully young to have that nickname. I hope that's not a.
You weren't thinking about a missed kick.
No.
I'll tell you what, man, that guy is a good dude, man. I love talking to him. Where are we right now? And then what I mean by that is maybe I'm overconfident, because I feel like where we are is building to potentially be national champions. I feel like we're not committing penalties. That, to me, with the turnovers combined, they had 2 penalties and that 1 strip sack. They're the best in the nation, or at least in the SEC, and not giving up turnovers and the penalties. We haven't played clean football like this in a long time. So those are 2 really important stats, traits, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Great teams win even when they don't play their best. These guys they've learned that. And I don't believe that this team's played its best game yet. I think they were in control of that game the entire time. I think that the offensive line is the weakest link on this team, but I don't think they're that far off. I think they're close enough that they get their shit together. I think this team's going to be they're going to be tough to deal with.
Yep.
Everybody's like, hey, do you want to go to the SEC championship game? You know what I say? Hell yeah. This is Alabama. We're not Ole Miss trying to run from the championship games. We want to go there.
No, I mean, look, I can't stand that argument. It's kind of I heard Coach Saban talking about wanting to play a home game in the playoff, and I was like, man, because I mean, you play your home game in the playoff means you don't get the bye. You know, you didn't play in your championship game, and I'm just like, I mean, Coach Saban back in the day would have been like, he would not even allow that thought to come in anybody's head. It's like, you know, process oriented. You win each game week in, week out. Don't even think about that. It's our goal is SEC championship. You play that week and you move on. You know, I mean, don't be thinking about, I wish I had rest this week and going into the playoff. No, I mean,
right.
You play until your season's over. It doesn't matter what the schedule is. And I mean, you win it. I remember. I mean, you know, you think about it goes either way, right? I mean, to not win an SEC championship when Coach Saban was there, it was a down year. But then I was thinking about
how crazy is that?
Oh, I know. But you also I was thinking about the 2017 team, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they won the national championship, but didn't win the SEC championship. And I was like, man, that would have sucked. I mean, you win the national championship, and that's awesome, you know. But it would suck to win it and know that Georgia was the SEC championship that year. I mean, you won all the rings you can get, you know.
Yeah, you got a lot of them too.
It's no doubt who the best team in the country is.
Yeah, right. And that's because that's the mentality that Alabama's had forever, and that's what I hope it never changes. Hey, guys, I want to tell you that you look up into the top corner of the screen and you see Patriot Roofing and Builders. Will and Justin, those guys are going to take great care of you. Patriot Roofing and Builders, brand new to the team, but not brand new to the Birmingham market. Unlimited home builders license, Total Home Solutions. They do roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and full home renovations, free inspections. You call Will, you call Justin, you call Patriot Roofing and Builders, and the boys are going to answer. They're going to talk to you. And thank you for being part of the show. That's the official intro for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, it's back to the 10 years ago, we played Michigan State and beat them 38-0 in the Cotton Bowl, and somebody asked Jonathan Allen, they're like, you know, y'all just won 38-0. There's teams just don't do that, and he goes, well, Bama does.
Yeah.
You know? It's just that's what you know. You complain about playing an extra week, but Bama doesn't care. You know, I mean, this is what we do here. You know, so you show up and you play to win, and you play as many games as you possibly can.
Yeah, I tell you, man. Dude, I got to tell you this, man. I know, like, the older dudes will tell you that Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, like, was their defensive guy. Leroy Jordan before that, right? He's their, like, favorite defender. George Teague, you know, like, a lot of people love Teague, and I do too. But Jonathan Allen's the guy, when I watched Alabama games, that's my all-time defender. I love that guy.
There was definitely a different kind of intensity.
God, man, like, you know, like, I just remember, like, all the guys on the tailgate show would be like, well, Mick's going to talk about Jonathan Allen again this week. Like, what a beast, man. The guy was just a monster.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. What was he like as a teammate? And then I got something right here. A little something.
Just, relentless aggression.
Right.
2 words. That's what I'd say. Relentless aggression.
Did you realize at the time, like, how awesome he was? But he had so many great teammates, you know, like.
Yeah, the talent pool was diluted a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, the new studio doors came in. and your teammate, your best buddy, and maybe the future one day mayor of Orange Beach. the likable Ryan Anderson and 22 Builds put my doors in. They're amazing, man. I mean, in a good mood because they turned out perfect. So when you come over here next time, you're gonna love this. All right, look, guys, I got this right here, and I know we're gonna talk more football, but we're gonna unbox. We got to thank our guy Keith in Ocean City, Residence Inn by Marriott. Back coastal style hotel of the year. Awesome sunsets, secrets bar, crabs if you like steamed crabs, the boardwalk. I met some friends that watched the show from Richmond, and they're like, "Yeah, we went there." They came to see our show, Jake, you and me, and they were like, "We went there. The place is amazing." So we went in there. And we're like, "Hey, Mick told us to come." So Keith, thank you for this. Are you ready, Jake? Can we unbox this right here?
Let's do it.
Ocean City, Maryland. What a beautiful place. The Next Round guys did their show there. We need to do our show there. So I called him today. I got this out of the mailbox today. We try to shoot for Tuesday, but I'm like, look, I don't know if I could have. It's like Christmas. I didn't know if I could wait. But then I saw the Green Turtle on here. And I told you about the Green Turtle restaurant. I got in trouble in high school because there was that turtle, that exact turtle, and another turtle was on his back, like nature. And the school didn't like that shirt. It's like Mr. Gillispie, go put your shirt inside out. So here we go. See, I know you asked our size. Oh, man, right off the bat. Sorry, Jake, you didn't come in person, but I'm a good partner. You know that. I'm going to make sure we hook you up.
Yeah, I'm sure you took all the good shit out before.
No, look, right out of the back. Look at that. A sticker. Let me get my finger off the Green Turtle. So that could go on the kegerator. There we go. And we got a patch. You should put that on your jacket pocket.
Uh-huh. I got it. Yeah.
I'll sew it on for you. All right, you ready? Oh, look at this.
There we go. Is that a sweatshirt?
Yes, a hoodie. You love these hoodies.
Green too. I need that.
Yeah, dude, it's soft. I can't wait to wear this. Got the Ocean City, Maryland on there. You guys will see me wearing this. I think I just found my favorite new hoodie. And look, not one.
What size is it?
XL.
There you go.
Not one, but two. One for me and one for you.
I'll be wearing that next week at Pearl River.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring it to you. I'll bring it to you Friday. And guess what, man? Look at that. In the box. Oh, I know what sticker's mine. You ready? There it is. These are the guys. You got to turn them inside out. You're not allowed to wear these in high school.
Now I see why y'all are friends.
Yeah, that one's good. That's staying in the studio. Hey, thanks, Keith. And you guys need to check them out too. Like I said, right there in Ocean City. And we appreciate them for being a part of our show, man. And Keith's awesome, dude. And that was great, man. Thank you. And thank you to the Green Turtle, man. Great. I was there. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. And as a kid, I wanted to, be the Cubs guy, either Harry Carey or the Orioles guy, because it's in my town. And they hired Melanie from Troy is on their broadcast team. And she was apparently there were a lot of outraged Maryland fans Maryland people because she made the comment like, "Ooh, how could you put crab on like a pretzel or a hot dog or something?" Hey, I love that. And no, not I'll put crab on anything. But crab on a pretzel at that place at the Green Turtle, amazing. So I need to take her over there and buy her some.
One of the big pretzels?
pretzel with the crab sauce on the top. Oh, it's so good, dude.
Good.
Yeah, you love crab too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome, dude. I'm pretty fired up about that. Not a bad cat.
Last time I was in Baltimore, I ate the hell out of those lobster rolls.
Oh yeah. Well, now that the studio and the backyard are done, I'm gonna have to have a crab feast for you and some of our other friends over here.
Hey, how about that basketball game Saturday?
Dude, I watched that and I'm like, Nate Oates is
a machine.
God, dude, like watching them go up and down the floor, Madison Square Garden against like a Rick Pitino coach number 5 team. I know it's still early and there's a lot of basketball to be played.
Yeah, but that was a good
basketball team. Was balling, right cell. How about, dude, watching him, like the intensity and the physicality he plays with. They're trying to foul him, and he's just running through all the fouls and just gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, how about Holloway? My gosh.
Yeah.
The confidence he played with. I mean, hopefully that's a season-long type performance we see out of him.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw him play with that much confidence at all last year.
He got, and I would say, who would you give the Jules Monnier Award for the first that game to? Because
I'm giving it to him. I'm giving it to him.
Really? Because I thought Reitzel was very beast-like too.
We gotta get our European 7-footer to play a little tougher though. He's gonna have to.
You don't like him? That Euro step.
He needs to start dominating, playing mean. If I'm watching a 7-footer. And, you're not jumping out the gym, dunking everywhere. I want you to be Bill Laimbeer. That's what I want to see.
Right.
I want to see ridiculous toughness.
You want them to jump up and people to be yelling, T-Bird. The program that Nate Oates is building right now, no one could have ever convinced me, and I'm going to tell you this. You probably already know this story. I liked Avery Johnson. I was still doing SEC network games for Alabama when Avery was there. He's a cool guy. He's a really nice guy. Anthony Grant's biggest asshole I ever met in sports. So I was kind of like glad that they transitioned to just a better person, in my opinion. And then I really wanted him to succeed, and I didn't think he did a bad job. And so I'm at R&R Cigar, and I'm sitting with the late, great Fluffopotamus, the legend. And I'm like, he's telling me about Nate Oates from Buffalo. And I'm like, Fluff, I've heard this shit around here that we're going to have a real good basketball team and a coach forever. And I said, and I just don't buy it. And look, you saw the Turtles. I grew up in Maryland. Like, I saw a national championship basketball team. Gary Williams was their coach when I was a kid. Well, Lefty Driesell, too. Those are great basketball coaches.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. We had good ones, but we didn't have great ones. Now we have great, elite. This guy is on the same level as Gary Williams, who won a national championship. And I think that he recruits like Lefty Driesell, who got guys like Len Bias to come to Maryland, like just as a comparison. But the program runs great. The style
makes everybody want to come there. I mean, how exciting is that? Yeah. I get to shoot whenever I am, whenever. If I'm open, I shoot it or I'm in trouble. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's my guy, man. I miss him.
That's great. Awesome.
You want to hear a funny story about him? Off subject. You'll like this one. This is the first time I ever met Ryan Anderson. You know this one? We're at the Rocky Dale Davis comedy show at R&R Cigar.
Uh-huh.
And it's Chad, who played football at Maryland, who is Ryan's agent, Fluff, and me. And Rocky gets up on stage, and I'll never forget, he turned around, and we were sitting like behind the stage, which I guess it's technically backstage. And I could tell he was going to say something terrible about us. he he gets to the microphone and he's like, "What do we have here?" And he turns around and he's like, "These are three very different white people." It was like describing what we are. It's so funny. You got Fluff pretty good, and Fluff laughed his ass off. Anyway, I'll tell you, man, Fluff would be proud of. I don't know if anybody could believe that this program's where it is. I think Nate Oates is going to eventually win a championship. And it's tough to do that in basketball, but the consistency that he's had with these teams is unbelievable. And you lose all these guys. Last year you lost two of your best all-time players in Sears and Nelson, and now you just got another group of guys, and they're fast down the floor, and they attack the basket, and there's no let up, and they're not afraid to shoot the threes, and they go to Madison Square Garden, and they win.
Yeah. At first, I figured we'd, as many new faces as there were. I recognized, Aiden Sherrill, Holloway, Reitzel. I think there was one more, but the rest brand new guys, never played together before, and a real game situation, and you come out and you play like that. It's just, and we're only going to get better, I would think, as guys get to know each other better. Bull Bowen, that dude was a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like you can watch a game and kind of tell if a team's good or not. I thought that was two really good teams.
I did. I did too. I loved it, man. That was a great way to start Saturday at LT's house, with that game on one of the TVs.
Oh, yeah. That was a great Alabama sports Saturday.
Yeah,
and
it was.
When that reporter came up to our guy, Nate Oates, said, I thought this was a football school. I guess I was wrong. I wanted to come through and give him the people's elbow, showing him that disrespect. That kind of disrespect to Nate Oates. It's like,
yeah.
He came back. He said, "We're a championship school." I love that.
Hell yeah, we are. Nate and I, we formed just an unbreakable bond at the mullet toss 2 years ago. And ever since then, I love him, man. He's what the thing about, I've been around college athletics a long time. Sometimes these coaches are weirdos, man. Like, they just are.
Yeah.
Maybe they know a sport or something, but they're not like people that you could go out and have a conversation. They're not like Don Staley, who showed up to to the tailgate show. I was a kid, like back in the days of Franchione, he was the soccer coach at Alabama. I used to go in his office and just sit there and talk to him about anything, right? Like, he was fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Some of these coaches, it's like, okay, well, outside of coaching whatever sport they are, they don't really have a whole lot there. Oates, I could see that guy coming to the tailgate show with us on Friday, which, by the way, the next round's going to be at Innisfree on Friday too. So a doubleheader of shows. So make sure you come by and hang out with all of us. Those guys do a great job. I'm sure most of you guys here know them from their show, but we're both going to be there on Friday. They're going earlier than us.
I think we got another big one on Thursday. We got Purdue Thursday.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the game.
That's not a bad idea. I thought about that earlier today.
You want to go?
We got to be there Friday anyway.
Yeah. 6:00. We should go. Take Robbie, my nephew.
I'd love to see us beat Purdue at home. That would be awesome.
Yeah. They're a great fan base. We did a tailgate show last year. We're talking about Purdue, and their basketball fans are like in the comments and stuff talking, like, just really big, nice people out there, like big fans and nice people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They do things the right way there. And, it's tough in this world of NIL not to be Duke, North Carolina, some of these schools with endless money and compete, and to see Bama and Purdue on the same court, it's a good thing. I like it. And they're both two of the best teams in the country. So,
well, Nate Oates has found a way to get guys who aren't way overhyped and get them to come to Alabama and play in his system.
Yeah. Yep.
Falon. That was the fourth that I.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Falon. Yeah, he was great,
Yeah.
man. All right, Jake. I thought today was a great show. We got to unbox some cool stuff. You finally got to meet the two turtles that got me in trouble.
Yeah.
What were they? Two buddies. Somebody's like, I can't let my kids watch this anymore because of Mick.
Well, the show's been on too long for them to watch anymore, if that was an issue.
Oh man, I can't wait to give the swag away at the show on Friday. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's good looking stuff.
Yeah, it's great stuff. But yeah, Bama and Oklahoma, we'll get back together later this week. Guys, make sure that you like and subscribe, that you're a part of what we do. Again, I want to thank the gang at Patriot Roofing and Builders, and just say, hey, welcome to the show. Will and Justin got you covered. You guys call, they're going to answer. Obviously, we got to thank Keith for the awesome swag, man. I love that color green too. Wait until you feel this.
Oh yeah,
might be your new turkey hunting shirt.
I was about to say it's ripe for a hunter's jacket when it's a little cool.
Put the hood on there.
Degrees.
And then brought to you by Pearl River Resort. You and I are going back to. We got to go back up there and we got to build the next spot, the next commercial for them. Are you ready? Have you practiced your lines? Have you rehearsed?
Nope, not this time. Not this time. That's my that's how I prep as an actor. It's, if I can't, it looks like I'm acting too much if I know the lines too well.
Right. You got to really get to your place.
Yeah.
You have to kind of, get your space there. It's like when Chappelle was talking.
If I'm going to be myself, then I got to stutter a few times and sound like a dumbass here and there,
Oh, come on. I'm not. I've hung out with you enough to look. I'm taking up for you right now.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I thought you were gonna pile on right there.
I guess I could, but you didn't like my joke earlier when you were like, "Well, I always say." You guys are gonna get to see what he always says in this commercial coming up. So, but thank you. Get in the comments section and look. Everybody's asking why. We're here because this is where we want to be. We want to be with the next round. Like we're proud to be part of the next round. We have a great time wherever we're located doing shows. So tell everybody that you found us here on the next round. We think the next round is the best show with obviously Jim, Lance, and Ryan in the state, and we're really proud to be a part of that. So make sure you tell everybody that's where you're going to find us now.
What you know good.
What you know good, boy.
I may not suit up on Saturdays anymore, but I'm still in the game.
Let's roll.
In here, I call the plays, make adjustments, and lay it on the line. Want to feel that fire, that rush? Then you've got to get in the game. I used to say it in the tunnel, and I still say it now. Let's roll.